Hello all. Today we are back again with another interesting introductory IT training session. I welcome you all. I see there are more than 30 participants, about 32. So barring few of us, it's a good number to start with. Uh, Let me give a big backdrop about who we are and what we are doing. So Strategies Consulting is a very boutique, high-end IT, technology, project services, and a training firm. We primarily are product partners with various open source and high-end product companies. We primarily are engaged in doing various SOW prototype project work, and along with that, we also provide consulting and staff augmentation services. Strategies is taking a pride in walking that extra mile in these pressing times. As you know, 50 million people have lost their jobs in the USA. The USA President, Mr. Trump, has a slogan, "Make America Great Again." And at Strategies, we humbly believe towards adding our bit and providing employment. So we have pledged towards creating 300 people's employment in the USA. And while doing so, it also has a benefit towards generating employment in India also, as many of us are the first generation immigrant, and hence it is important that we are generating employment in both the great nation. So I welcome you. Today we have an esteemed panel. Python is by far one of the easiest and the most popular programming language, though it's an older language, but it's very popular in nature. And hence, we are giving this track also. We are continuing these introductory training tracks for various high-end emerging skills. It is our humble effort to show the attendees, those who would like any particular track, to give you a good overview of that particular track. Now, for some of these skills, we will have few trainers so that they bring their individual and different perspective. At Strategies, it's not only mere training. What is the USP, which is unique selling proposition, or why Strategies? Some of you may have that question, and I would like to address that. So there will be dime a dozen training institutes who are there asking for a quick money, 500,000, 2,000, and give you few weeks training and done with it. Whereas the founders of Strategies have been here for more than 2 decades in this great nation. And after being an entrepreneur for over 2 decades, we realized that we cannot eat money as a food. So in light of the adversities where 50 million people have lost a job, it is our humble effort towards giving these free training to the people who are interested. Now, either you can be an entry level professional, you could be an intermediate professional, or you could be a lateral professional working on a dated or a different skills and looking to retool your skills experience. And you all are welcome. Along with this theoretical training, we will also have, and you will get an exposure to our various in-house projects, which are primarily prototype work which we do for various our small mid-sized clients, as well as the statement of work which we have for various our mid-size to Fortune 1000 clients. So the good thing is it's not only a mere training, which is what you will see more than 95% of these training companies are doing, taking money from you, giving you some lip service training, and they're done with it. First, we do not take any money. It's a free session. Second, along with the theoretical training, you will be exposed to practical project experience, which are primarily our projects and real-time projects. While doing so, you will enable yourself to have a reference-ready resume preparation, meaning you can walk the talk. Whatever you have been learned and whatever you have been done, you will be putting that in your resume. Finally, this will give you confidence, and even our trainers and our HR will help you towards preparing yourself to the vendor agency questions, preparing yourself to the interviewing questions with the Fortune 1000 clients. And our job doesn't end there. Even when you go on a project and when you need help while you're working on a project, we are there for you. So it's a parenting effort. We will help you in every step of your journey until you're ready to take a bigger leap. So with this, I thank you all again because I see 30 some people for taking your time joining to this session. It's my pleasure to introduce, we have 3-member trainers for Python, and I will introduce their name, and after introducing this 3-member team, they will take the control and they will start this training, which will be about 45 minutes to 50 minutes. I have the pleasure of introducing Giri, Ravi Gupta, and Rajat Sahu, who are the lateral professionals working on global projects for 10 plus years. Each one of them have experience on, and they will be providing the training in today's session. So welcome, Giri, Ravi, and Rajat. It's all yours. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Dev sir. Okay, hello guys, this is Giri. Okay, so let me first share my screen. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Hello guys, so it's good morning to the people who are in the USA, and it's good evening to the folks like who are joined from India. So this is Giri, and along with that I have my 2 partners, Ravi and Rajat. So we will take you through this overview session of Python with machine learning and data science. Okay, so let me just introduce myself and I'll also introduce my team members. So my name is Giri. I have got close to 12 plus years of experience in the IT industry, and I have worked I worked in various areas like programming, ETL, data analysis. Okay, so my primary skill set is in the Python, in the area of Python, Python analyst, data analysis. Okay, and these are the area where I have the expertise. So I have got my partners with me, Rajat, who is expert in machine learning, and Ravi, who is expert in the probability stats and the maths and the deep learning area especially. Okay, so before actually we take a deep dive into the overview part of our session, I would just like to I'll ask my partners Rajat and Ravi to just to introduce themselves. Rajat, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Giri. So myself, Rajat, I have total of around 7 years of experience in data science and analytics in IT company. So I just want to take you a few minutes more that I want to explain what machine learning is. So in the recent years, you have all of you sudden there is sudden buzz about data science. All of us claiming that data science is a sexiest job in 21st century, but it was started long back. So let me tell you a story. Many countries like India, USA, everybody have their own institutes like technical institutes like IITs, medical institutes, then MBA institutes, central university, which they taught literature, history. But in the same time, they have their statistical institute. Like India has Indian Statistical Institute in 1959. SAS, a statistical analytical software, it was founded in 1961. So why data science was not famous back then? Because we don't have the data. We don't have storages where we can store very much amount of data. So in the recent times, we have storages, we have cloud, and the data is being matured yet. So by the data is matured, so we can take the strategic decision by using the data. Cloud is there to store the data. So that is why ML is famous, and the demand will increase more and more in the future. By 2025 and 2030, it will have a more than 20% share in IT industries. Now back to you, Ravi.
Hello. Hello, everyone. Thank you, Rajat. I'm Ravi. I'm BTech from IIT Delhi, and I have almost 7 years of experience in this field. And presently, I am also guiding my juniors who are currently studying in IIT, which are from non-computer science branches, that is mechanical, civil, etc., to enter into this field. So I have also industry experience and guiding the students to enter into data science and machine learning. I primarily work in machine learning, deep learning, and statistical part. Thank you.
Okay, thanks guys. Thanks for the introduction. So let me start with our agenda for today. So guys, you can see my screen, like you see it's like a 6-week altogether a curriculum. So whatever you see over the screen, like it's just a just a tip of iceberg, because we have many things to cover it as a part of this particular program. Okay, so let me just try to show you some detail of these sessions. I hope you can see my white screen as well.
Yes, we can see the screen.
Okay, all right. So basically these are 6-week courses, and so whatever you have seen in the previous slide, it just covers some very narrow points. But here we are going to say like what are in detail we are going to cover. So if I say, okay, first of all, every developer in the industry is talking about the Python now. Do you know the reason why they are talking about the Python? Because Python, like as rightly mentioned by the Dev sir, it's not a recent language. It's a very old language, but people have recognized its capability very lately, when actually our data grown in size, and when people have realized now it's not only a scripting language, we can go way ahead with this particular programming language. So nowadays every developer is talking about Python because it's very simple. So before I actually go into weak level part, I just want to show you a couple of things why basically people learn Python. Because it's very easy to maintain, it's very portable, it has a very rich libraries. Okay, if I say very rich libraries, so whatever my friend Rajat has mentioned, right, related to machine learning, related to data science, now it supports a lot of libraries here, so which actually come up and it give a faster response. From programming point of view, it's a high level programming, it's very much interactive, it has a database interface. So guys, I'm saying it's a database interface. Python can connect with all the database, be it a RDBMS, be it a Hadoop, be it a big data, seamlessly. Plus Python do have its own database. So that also, that is also part of our curriculum, which we'll give you as a bonus lecture. Python is also known for a GUI programming. So nowadays, when it comes to the GUI, people might have heard just about the Angular or React. Okay, but Python do have its web framework where people can go with the Django, Flask. So Python has a variety of, range where Python is offering. And the reason why Python is popular, you can see the screen. These are the biggies who are actually using Python, be it a Facebook, Google, Netflix, okay, Red Hat. You just name the company. The company is using Python. Okay, so now that is one of the reason why Python is very much popular. And along with this, there are many other companies which actually are not part of this particular list. You may name as a Amazon, you may name as a, there are established product companies like Microsoft and all are also using Python in their many of the product area. So this is one of the slide. Apart from that, you see here why Python is very much popular. So there was a survey conducted by a Kaggle. So I'm sure like some of you, at least the audience, they are from a programming background and they might have heard about the Kaggle. So Kaggle is basically a site which provide very good materials on the machine learning and the data science. So as per the Kaggle, this is what the popularity of the Python now. So you see it's always, it's always the bar is on the high. So that is one of the reason. And if you see the comparatively, like you see a SQL, you see R, you see C++, you see Java. So Python is leading on the top. And plus Python can integrate with any of the below technologies also, the very, seamlessly. So that is one of the advantage it has. Okay. So, and these are, the recent index of TIOBE, which shows like TIOBE basically company is this conducts a survey like based on programming language, like how it's growing the popularity. So Java being an old language, there is no doubt it will always stay on the top. C also, but Python has jumped. You see the graph here. Python has jumped in a past, if I say 5 years, from 7th position to 3rd position. Okay. In early 2000, it was just 21 position. Now it's at the 3rd position. Now you might have understood why there is a flip in the position, because the moment people are talking about machine learning, the moment people are talking about data visualization, the moment people are talking about the data science, Python is there. So that is one of the key area. All right, guys. So this is just a very, very brief overview why actually people want to go for a Python. Okay, now I'm going back to our agenda. So the first week portion is all about the programming. It covers with the basics. We'll teach you how to write syntaxing, how the data structure, and at the same time we will give you a comparative overview also. If you write this syntax here, how it differed with the other programming language, be it a Java or be it a Scala or be it a PL SQL. And we can also tell, like we will also give you the benefits, like how this will related to readability, related to code length. Okay. And we will also later in the first week itself, we'll provide you the detail on your some of the advanced concept, file input, file output. Okay, comprehensions and generations, which are kind of key features of the Python, which Python came up first and later Java has introduced. Object oriented programming, then modules, the kind of what all, because Python got famous because of its modules only. Then what is the importance of the modules? Then next week it come up, we will just move our bar and we get into the data science with the Python. So nowadays everybody is talking about data science, but for them, I just want to tell you guys, to go into the data science, your first step should be a data analysis. And because you need a data, okay, you need a data to start your you apply the machine learning or you apply the science. And how you will get the data, who will load the data for you? So the pandas and NumPy will load the data for you. So here it comes to the second week, where we'll talk about the powerful pandas. We'll talk about the NumPy, which is a scientific, like it's a scientific library for mathematical and statistical operations. Pandas basically deal with like it does a kind of a database related job for the people. It is so powerful in a nature, like it can integrate, it has an integration with, you just name the database, you just name the format, it has an integration with that, be it a JSON, be it a CSV, be it a Excel, be it a Hadoop, be it a XML, be it a HTML. Pandas has integration with everything. Then data visualization. Data visualization is a very rich area of the Python. So earlier it was started with just a matplotlib. Now it came up with the Seaborn. then there are many built-in. Even pandas does support some sort of visualization. Okay, so this second week we will cover full-fledged. Like first week we'll make you as a programmer, second week we'll make you as a data analyst, and from there on, your journey with the journey of a data science will start. Okay, so I think I talked a lot. So what I'll do, so guys, if you have any questions, so I would request you to park your question. At the end of our all 6-week overview, we will take all the questions one by one. So I would like to hand over it to my colleague Rajat to take it forward from here. Rajat, over to you.
Yeah. Yes, Giri. Very thanks. You have explained very well about Python. So let me take it forward from now. So from the next week onwards, we'll learn machine learning and deep learning concepts. So Okay, so from the next week onwards, we'll start learning machine learning and deep learning concepts. So what machine learning and deep learnings are? So machine thinks the way what human thinks. It will predict the future, predict the data, predict the data by using our strategy. So we'll learn many machine learning techniques like linear regression, logistic regression, random forest, deep learning techniques like ANN, CNN, RNN, and their application. So how this class will be different is that we'll be doing hands-on Python coding along with the models. We'll test the models, deploy the models, develop the models, and meantime we'll check the hypothesis testing too. Because based on the evidence, we'll develop the models. So we'll test the evidence and develop the models. So that is it from my side. So I will pass it to Ravi. Ravi, you can take it forward from now.
Yeah, thank you, Rajat. If I elaborate on this machine learning and deep learning part, as Rajat has already told you that we will cover all the types of statistical models that are relevant in the industry, be it linear regression, logistic regression, decision trees, random forest, and also one of the most important library in Python, which is scikit-learn. As Mr. Giri had told you that pandas is a very important library for data analysis. In similar ways, scikit-learn is one of the most important utility. So we will also cover it in detail, and we will do hands-on projects on this library. Okay. And further, in the deep learning part, we will cover all the major domains, which are computer vision. Another one is the sequence modeling. Another one is the time series modeling. You all have must heard about, let's say for example, Tesla car, and it is introducing the driverless driving. Okay, so in this case, the technology behind is computer vision, and which is based on convolutional neural networks, that is CNN. So we will also cover CNN. In similar way, you must have used Alexa or Siri, and it is based on natural language processing. And natural language processing involves sequence modeling, which is based on RNN. So we will cover all these things in detail. Now, coming back to the next week, that is probability and statistics. So first of all, we have to understand that all the basic mathematical concepts we will cover in the week 4 and week 3 and week 4 itself. Okay, but what happens is that when you will apply for the job, the recruiter will also want from you to have a direct theoretical knowledge of various mathematical concepts, that is probability, statistics, distribution, mean, mode, variance, and so on. That's why we have set up a dedicated week 5 for these concepts. Okay, so in this week we will cover first what is data, how to measure data, different types of measurement methods, mean, median, mode. Then we'll move on to the probability part. Okay, so in our school days, what all concepts we have learned, we will revise all those things. Okay, permutation, combination, Bayes theorem, conditional probability, and so on. Now we'll move on to the distribution part, in which we will cover the different type of distributions which are commonly used in data science and machine learning, be it binomial, Poisson, normal, and so on. Okay, and finally we will come towards the statistic part, And here our main focus will be on hypothesis testing. As Rajas has already told you, we do hypothesis testing on our models. Okay, so what is mean by hypothesis testing? What is p-value? What is t-test, and so on. And we will learn all these things along with some coding. Okay, yes, these concepts are theoretical, but we will also help you understand these concepts through our Python coding. Okay, now the last week is the bonus session. So yes, this course is about Python, but what we want from you is to learn end-to-end project. You must be able to do things end-to-end. So what I mean by end-to-end is from start to the end, that is from where data is coming. So you must all have known that data comes from database, and SQL is the most important technique that we use. So we want you to also understand about SQL. Similarly, data also comes from web scraping. So what is mean by web scraping? How the performance, how we do it with Python, and so on. Okay. Similarly, at the end side, at the end of the pipeline, what all we are doing in machine learning and deep learning, we are creating the models. But model itself will not give you output. You have to deploy these models. Okay. And for deployment, we use Flask and so on. So therefore, we have also covered Flask and other type of techniques. My colleague Giri will also give you more elaborate on these things. So Giri, over to you.
Yeah, sorry, thanks, Ravi. So, guys, like as we are talking about the bonus session, like as I mentioned, Python has its own database, so that is name is SQLite. So we'll cover that here. What is the SQLite and how we will take one of the other database also, maybe Oracle or MySQL. Just we'll show our integration. Web scraping is something a very popular term nowadays. Like the moment you type something in the Google and it will give you a list of sites. So this is just an example of web scraping. So there are many ways of doing web scraping. So we will give you some overview on the web scraping front. Along using Python, how you can perform a DB operation. So generally when we talk about DB, we think a Todd, we think a SQL developer, we think a IDSQL, we are going there and we are doing something. No, this is something using the Python script, whatever database operation you can play around, that we will show you. Flask and APIs nowadays, like those like who are from a programming background, they might have heard a lot about the API. They might have heard a lot about the microservices. So now Python to hold some space in the area of API. So that will also we will try to cover here. And along with that, like in our all week, like all sessions, right? All sessions will be followed by some set of real-time example, real-time assignments, and we will cover the good projects with you, be it in the data analysis section, be it in the data science section, be with the machine learning. In all part, like we'll cover as much as real-time projects with you guys. And we will also try to assist you in terms of a resume preparation. We'll try to groom your resume. We'll also help you to get ready, like if you are facing any sort of a client or any vendor interview. So we will also face you, we'll also prepare you for that. And just like along with that, like you might have seen, like Python has a vast area. You can be a programmer, you can be an analyst, you can be a scientist, you can be a machine learning expert. So based on your area of interest, based on your based on your level, we will put we'll try to groom your profile in that way. So this is one of the stuff we'll give you as a part of week 6 and week 7 and week 8 duration. So this is all about the in detail part, how we are going to cover this entire program, like me along with my two partners. So I think we spoke a lot now. So I just want to hear, like, if you guys have any questions.
Yeah, hi, this is Dhuvesh here.
Yeah.
Like, good question. Why Python is so popular nowadays? Like, because like I've been working into legacy systems since years, and yeah, so like, why should I pick up Python, and like, why so popular nowadays?
Okay, all right. Yeah, it's a nice question actually, and maybe many of you, like who are not from a programming background or not at all from an IT background, might have this question also. So as like you might have seen why Python is popular. So these are the very valid reasons I have given, like why Python is so popular. So because it's very easy to maintain, easy to code. So just want to go little into the detail. Suppose a set of program which you can write in a Java in 25 to 30 lines, that you can summarize in Python in less than 10 lines. So that is the advantage of Python. There are many operations which you need to write a lengthy code in the other programming language. Python has already a standard module for it. So that is the one area why Python is so popular. Now, switching from other background, from other technical skill set to a Python. So it's very much happening nowadays. Why? Because Python is very easy to adapt and easy to learn. So that should not be a problem, because as a part of this curriculum, we will we'll start training you from as a programmer. So you will learn all the basics of programming in our initial 1 or 2 weeks of time, and we will cover all required aspect to be a good programmer. So with that, whatever is your past background is, that will not actually matter here. You will have a good start from the start itself. So I hope this answered your question.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, all right.
Hey Giri, this side, I just had a quick question
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
First of all, thank you so much for all your efforts. I've seen all that you tried explaining, and then the content looks pretty well. I just had a very basic and practical question, and I'm expecting a straightforward answer from you. I have tried going through a couple of other agencies with the similar kind of content and similar topic subject in Python. What it makes like strategy your company to say that okay, you take our learning, and why should I invest my time and money, or maybe like just take your service? I mean, is there any guarantee that you provide jobs to us post learning, or is just like you teach us and then you leave it on us and to find your own job?
Okay. Oh, very interesting question, man. So okay, so answer to like if I take you through your complete the question whatever you ask. So why actually we are a little different from the other training vendors? Because you see, we came up as a 3 trainers here. That is one thing. Why? Because we individually hold our area of expertise. Because I know Rajat is very well expert in the machine learning, and Ravi is very much expert in the statistics. So basically, we know what we are here to deliver. That is one thing. Coming to this, we are all from a practical background. So we will at the end of each week, we will walk you through with the real-time projects and real-time examples that will hold you, that will actually give you a very good background to prepare yourself when so that you can you can groom yourself and you can make yourself compatible to the current market. Okay, so that sort of assistant you will get as a part of this complete program.
I just want to add more here. I think I did mention that at the beginning of the training. You might have missed it. So we have been one of our my colleague who's the founder CEO at Strategist Consulting, Ravi Narayan. He's been playing with Python since 90s. Okay, so we have been one of those early user and consumer of Python as a language. That's number one. Number two, we have several projects going on. We work with I think at least 38 universities. We worked with at least 60 to 62 small size clients, and we have few dozen medium to large Fortune 1000 clients. For those universities and for those small clients, we basically provide them an SOW or a project-based work in terms of their new development as well as in terms of their maintenance and hosting services. Many of those projects, the language which we are using, the programming language which you're using is Python for the simplicity and for the cost effective and all. So to answer your question, number one, there is no cost. You are investing your time max. Okay, you're not
Exactly.
paying for the training. So because we are giving this as a free training, reason because we with 50 million unemployment, we are trying our level best towards providing a cutting edge technology with a real time project work so that many of you will get a job in the corporate America. Many of you have lost your job, or many of you are on the verge of losing a job, or your skills are obsolete and you're afraid, God forbid something were to happen, what will happen? Some of you are maybe the secondary person, homemaker, and looking to kickstart your career. Or some of you may be college grads. I really don't have too much details on over 30 some people of you. So everyone is unique, everyone is different. And the uniqueness about the program or the training and strategies is it's not mere theoretical training. Along with the training, it's a real-time project experience which you will go through. Our projects, our client projects, you will get a chance to teeth in. And after that, because you are working on a real-time project, you will have a resume where you can really write, you walk the talk, meaning whatever you have done in your learning and in your project work, which you'll be doing with us as an in-house project, you will be able to articulate that in your resume, and that confidence will flow in because it's a real-time project which you have worked in, right? Now, along with that, we walk that extra mile where after maybe few projects which you do in-house, we want you to make big money working with corporate America, working for the Fortune 500, Fortune 1000 clients who can pay real top dollars, because Python is one of the hot skills which pays the top-notch dollars, right?
Yeah.
And we really want you to eventually work for corporate America. So for doing so, the how to interact and how to answer, prepare yourself with the vendor interviewing and preparing yourself with the end client interviewing. When you have an interview, we will again engage with you in terms of having mock sessions, in terms of guiding you what possible could be the questions might be asked, looking at the job description and how well can you correlate that with the kind of a training and the project and the work which you have done at Strategist Consulting. There are very few companies in the marketplace who provide this kind of a mentoring and a very guided training / support job. Now the job doesn't end there. You get a job, still you're going, and still you're kind of a little rookie, and there'll be a lot of questions and confusion in your mind because you're still worked, recently got trained or worked on few projects and not knowing everything. It's a huge platform and domain. Everything will be different. Now you see, it's not one trainer. We have 3 trainers, and each one of them bring a different skills and a different specialty along with them. And that's gonna help you. So whenever you go on the site, working on a project and you run into any issues and challenges, we are there for you. And we do not charge any money. We walk the talk. We seriously want to help corporate America. And it's our art of giving, wherein, by helping the community, some of you will remember us. So as and when you progress, becomes architect, directors, vice president, you may engage with us, giving us some small projects or giving us some small statement of work, or maybe engaging us as a vendor with your organization. Wishful thinking, right? We don't know what lies in the future, but we seriously want to help as many people as we can, because we believe in Make America Great Again campaign, and we seriously wants to help USA as well as help India. And having a dual heritage, it is our humble effort, and we are doing reasonably good amount of efforts towards creating employments in both the great nations. So that's what I would like to say. These are free classes. You're not paying any fees for these classes.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for detailed information, Dave.
And I
I
want
think
to go ahead. Okay. This is Ravi Narayan. I'm the founder and CEO of the company.
yes, Ravi,
And I
please go
want
ahead.
I want to add to Dev's comment is that I've been in this country since '92, and Python has been the one has been there since existing like in 1991, and it is used in financial applications in Wall Street, and it is for any stock market applications. It is used like even for stock predictions, for algorithm trading. Like if you look at any high frequency algorithm trading, any of those applications, it is used. So you can like look it up, and that is
Indeed.
like yeah. And if you look at any Wall Street applications, but one sad thing is that Russians are more into that than Indians, so we need to catch up on that area again.
Fantastic.
And, yeah,
Sounds
so
truly
but now yeah,
promising.
but Indians are number 2 in that again. But we
Fantastic.
need to catch up on that.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Ravi and Dave, for detailed information. This sounds promising, no doubt. This sounds promising. I'm really looking forward to see how it works, and then yeah. So I'm hoping for the best. Thank you so much.
So just I want to add more. So you see an email, training@strategies.com. Many of you have already approached that email, and that's how we received overwhelmingly over
Correct.
the last weeks more than 400 inquiries, and that's where we are arranging this training workshops. Even now, this workshop we have more than 32 people I see. So every session we have had for different technologies, we have anywhere between 25 to 45 people as an attendees. It's a very overwhelming response. We are trying many of these tracks. We are starting first week of August. So in another 2 weeks, we will be having an exact slatted 6 weeks training course, and the dates and the times, and we will be through Zoom, which is what the introductory session is. So we'll give you the entire details. Many of you are in touch with the HR at Strategies, so please communicate with them in case any one of you are interested in pursuing the follow-up detailed training. There is a little formalities involved in terms of checking your photo IDs, because this is Make America Great Again campaign. So we want to give training to the residents who are in the USA. So if you comply with those requirements, and then if all the schedules fits into your preferences, then starting another 2 weeks, starting August, some of you, all of you can start this training.
Fantastic. Once again, I think this is the reason why I was recommended to Strategies through one of my friends. I think, excellent. I'm willing to work with all your trainers and look forward for success.
Very good. Does anyone else have any other questions?
Hi, Neha this side. I was just wondering that do we require any programming background to learn Python?
Hi Neha. So I would say no. There is absolutely no need of having any programming background, because we will teach you the programming from the scratch. So that is one thing. So there is absolutely no need of having a Python programming background. And just I would like to add one more thing. Like although like we the guys who are with me, like we all have a training experience also. So we have trained some folks who are sitting in the bank at the front desk, who are a sort of a trader, or who are just a bankers. So we have trained those guys also, like who absolutely they were noted or belong to IT. So we could train them in Python for their data analysis job. So I would say there is no need of any programming language. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Looks good. Thank you.
Thank you. Guys.
Hey, hi, Giri.
Yeah.
First of all, I want to say that your all three, your combination looks really lethal to me. And with little understanding of IT industry, I can have a ray of hope that definitely I'll be also benefiting from your training and please. Yeah. So now my question is straightforward to you guys. It's like to gain a confidence to be in a corporate industry. If at all, if I will be needing more help from you guys, like post six weeks, right? If I'll not get a job from strategies, so will you be able to help me further also?
Okay. So basically, post 6 weeks, like this is not something like our countdown will be end after the end of 6 weeks. So it will keep on continue. So what we are going to do is we will make you engage in terms of project work. We'll make you engage in terms of assignments. Okay. So so with that, you will not lose the track of whatever you have learned. So we will keep you engaged in whatever area like you have got the expertise. So this is what actually we want to ensure post 6 week. Okay. Dev sir, would you like to add anything on to it?
No, you answered it very well. So I repeated that already twice. So that's what it is. So it's like your child to us, and our job is to give you whatever it takes or whatever helps is required to make sure you are on your feet.
Thanks, Giri and Dev. One more question to your panel. It's like, do we have kind of live projects? You already have mentioned, but I just wanted to know more. Like, if we have live projects, live experience, I will be having more confidence to deliver in a corporate world.
Yes, we do have live projects. So what we will do now, we will try to face some industry's problems. So we try to face the data too, and we'll develop the model from the scratch itself. So it's not like that we will go right directly logistic regression, linear regression, and predict the output. No, we'll fetch the data, clean the data, whatever hypothesis we want to make, we test them on that. We will predict the evidence, and based on that, we'll develop the models. And by using that, we'll deploy the models. So you will learn the end-to-end process and mechanism of data science and machine learning.
All right. That sounds really good, and it gives me a ray of hope that I can also get a job in Python area. Thanks a ton to you guys.
Yeah. So just add on to what the Rajat said. Like if you look at our in detail curriculum, right? So there are certain words. So be it a decision tree or random, be it a k nearest neighbors. So if you hear this term, it will be a short sort of bouncer. But the moment we come up with a real time use case, so then you will be able to easily correlate actually what we are talking about. So so we'll take you through with all real time examples. Yeah. Okay, guys. Any other question?
Yeah. Hi. This is Shraddha. I want to know how is it different from other programming languages?
Okay.
So the Python is a little bit different from the other. It's like it's have their own capabilities. Python is very eco-friendly. Any guys can learn without having the programming language. You can learn Python. You don't have to be an IT programmer. You don't have belongs to IT program. So apart from that, you can learn Python. And Python have their own libraries like sklearn, matplotlib, seaborn, pandas. So by using that, we don't have to be redundant. We don't have to write codes more and more like Java. Simple one-liner code will work for you. So it is easy interpretability of easy to deploy the models, easy to develop. Yes, and the visualization, it is tremendous.
Okay. Yeah. Great. Thank you so much.
Right.
Yeah, hi, Mehta here. I have a query. By learning Python, what are all areas we can contribute?
Okay. Okay. All right. So actually, like if you have seen this curriculum, so let me go back to my slides. Okay. So if you see our week 1 and week 2 agenda, okay. So if you see week 1, so we are trying to teach you all programming concept. And if you see the week 2, we are trying to teach you all data analysis concept. So, okay, as per my industry experience, I would like to point out few things. there are many areas in Python where we have a job. So you can be a good programmer. So what, after week 1 of training, if you do some sort of more practice, and if you do some more practice on the advanced Python, you will be a very great programmer. Second part is data analysis with Python. So there are various data analyst jobs also there in the market. So where actually their job is just to deal with the data. That data can be mostly in the form of a files. So basically users are getting the data into Excel sheet, they are getting the data into CSV, they are getting the data into JSON. You just need to process the data, you just need to massage the data. So that sort of things they are doing, the data analysis. So you can be a good data analyst. Apart from that, there are many areas like we heard a lot about ETL, like extract, transform, and load. Those like I just want to tell you guys, when it comes to ETL, people just know about Informatica and some other tools, but Python itself is own it holds a sort of ETL, because there are some applications which are not large in size. There are mid application, or there are small cap application where you don't have much data, like you are just dealing with 1 or 2 million of data. So in that case, you won't go for a big data. So you will look for some open source solution which will give you very at very less cost. So Python is the best in that. So Python is being used as a you can be a ETL analyst in a Python, where Python help you to connect you to different data source. It help you to massage the data. It helps you to put the data into that. And this one, plus machine learning, data science track is already in front of you. Those who wants to explore their career more into the full stack development, they can choose a track of Django, Flask, and they can become a full stack Python developer. Nowadays, I just want to add you something which is actually not part of our curriculum, but nowadays people are talking a lot about Selenium. They are talking a lot about automation, RPA and all. So there is one more framework nowadays is very popular into the market, called as a robot framework. So which is actually a Python based framework. So it has in combination with Selenium, it is there in the market. So it is getting its own popularity now. So there is one more area where Python has expanded their legs. So these are the various area where actually learning Python will be helpful. So it was a long answer, but I hope I tried to answer you.
Yeah. Thanks for giving for the in-depth explanation, and I really liked your 6 weeks program. And in week 4, you included the natural language processing. It's very good for me and my current organization. We are expecting one more project related with the NLP processing. So I'm very much like your 6 weeks program, and one more bonus week is also help to my to achieve new jobs or new career growth in current industry, as well as if I'm planning to move out to another organization. So it's really good. Thanks a lot, and I appreciate your 6 weeks program, and I'm looking forward to Strategies consultancy firm. Thanks.
Okay, right. Thanks, Mehta. Guys, anybody has any other question?
Hi, Giri and team. This is Samay. I have a question. Is it necessary to have a statistical or a mathematical background to learn data science?
Ravi, would you like to take this question?
Yeah, definitely. So my simple and sweet answer would be no. What all mathematical concepts that are used in this data science and machine learning, we already learned those in our school days. Okay, and we will also cover the relevant concepts in our week 3, week 4 course itself. Okay, and there are certain pure statistical concepts which are also used. So we will also cover all these concepts in week 5. So you don't have to worry anything about mathematics background, statistical background. There is no damn need. One thing that we want is you must have interest or inclination towards mathematics. Okay, this interest is more than enough to help you understand and make a sound grasp of this concept. Okay, So I hope I have answered your question.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Rajat, I have one question to you.
Yeah. Yes.
Rajat, I heard the golden statement said by you. It's like in 5 to 10 years, 20% of IT overall business will be Python, machine learning, and data science, right?
Yes. Yes.
Looking at the current scenario.
Yep.
So I've been struggling to learn new languages in IT industry, being in 6 years as of now, right?
Okay.
Now, having said that, what I was wondering, if we'll get this idea about what machine learning, Python is all about and get a job in this area specifically, so
Okay.
can we be rest assured to be in this same language for next 5 to 10 years?
Yes, definitely, Pranay, because if you see that data science is a new field, is a new hot skills in the market right now. There are not much resource available, not much talent available. So if you could learn more about data science, machine learning, so you will definitely will be in the IT industry for next couple of years. So and I will tell you another report where they claim that by 2030, there are around 2.3 millions of devices will be connected together. It's IoT, Internet of Things. So lots of device connected means lots of data. So smart energy systems, smart cities, that projects also come. That means that not came yet, but it will come, because in Germany and US, there are smart cities projects is already been built. So you don't have to worry. Data science is new. IoT will be there. There is no IoT without ML. There is no ML without IoT. So it will be a very good field, very good scope in the future too.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks for giving the clarity, Rajat.
Yeah, thank you.
Just add on to what Rajat said, like, and you might have heard from the Ravi as well, like Python is like quite old language. So it's a 30-year-old language, and now from scripting it turned into the programming. From programming it's going into the kind of a ETL type of language. From there it is going into a machine learning. From there it is going from algorithm based programming. So the way the time is passing, it is changing the shape as per the current demand. So even if we look at down 5 or 10 years, this will actually further grow. It won't last. So this is what I just want to add. Thanks.
Thanks a ton, Giri. It's like we have been really struggling to learn one language, become expert, and then 2 to 3 years that language is becoming obsolete. So I know this is the nature when we opted for IT industry. We know that this is going to happen, but I just wanted to address that challenge which we are going through and I'm going through, right?
Yeah.
Thanks, Atan.
Thank you. Any more question, guys?
Okay, apparently looks like we ran out of the questions. I guess by far, whatever we have had 8-10 sessions over the last 6 weeks, this seems to be more interactive session. So thank you for asking good questions. Ravi, do you have any parting comment? Anything to add?
No, please. No.
So again, I thank our trainer community for giving their time coming to this session, and also these attendees, and it's my hope we were able to give you enough right information. If any one of you have any follow-up question, please feel free to send an email at training@strategies.com. You already have been communicating to that email. And we look forward working with some of you and all of you in terms of giving you training and in terms of helping you shape your career towards making America great again. So I thank you, and you all have a great day ahead. Bye now.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dev sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, strategy.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye. Take care.